Yo, this is Skipper Broy, and now we're back for our chapter 1173 of the Elbaf arc, One Piece chapter review, Warrior Generation.
Yes, sir. And of
Hey,
course,
the only highlight of Usopp this entire arc.
hey, if y'all check out my recent video, man. Put some respect on Usopp and we sleeping on that dead homie road this chapter. So let's get into it. I mean, again, I'll just say this chapter is a nothing burger. Older, you better not go on break. I'ma kill you. All right, let's get to it.
So yeah, okay, so yeah, we're back in the new chapter, and the Giants are all fighting, as you can see. Dorian and Brogy are controlled, and that's a good question. They're all members of the Giant Pirate Crew. Stanson and Hyrudine see some giants, and they're charging at them. It seems that they're following Zoro's plan.
Yeah.
So to the next page, yeah, these giants try to get a rise out of Stanson and Hyrudine. So they decide to flank these giants from the side, and Zoro decides to go on top, jumping on their heads, and he pulls out a technique. Do you see at the bottom left this sound effect?
Yeah.
I was looking at that when I was just reading the chapter not too long ago. What is that about?
Is that
But it does look like it
his
does look like he's
secret
doing
art?
his I don't know, because I don't know if this is. I do think that this is like Oda Loki emphasizing his technique or like his conqueror's hockey, because you can see the sparks, but definitely on the next page you can see that like he's got that like King of Hell mode going on.
Wait, how many slashes was it though? One, two, three, four, five, six. I mean, it was six slashes that came from out of him.
Oh, I was gonna say, so yeah, I was reading when I was first reading the TCB that came out, and then this that came out. It was really confused. It was really confused because I was really confused because I couldn't tell if Zoro was dodging or not. But it's clear that he is. But the context of why he's dodging is because he doesn't want to be turned. If you're sandwiched in between like the black pieces, you'll turn black, which means that that means Zoro would become Dami Reversi, and I think that's what he's trying to avoid here.
Yep. But I think one thing
Damn.
too, he does get rid of most of the giants. Although we know they're gonna heal unless his conqueror just can put them down for long enough. But they still can heal from that regardless.
Dang. So Zoro got Dorian Brookie got Zoro running. That's crazy.
I mean, this is like what amped up as well. But again, they're still buffoons. They cut into each other.
Yeah, this is silly. I'm joking. Captains. Okay, so on the next page. So yeah, we see that Brook has been. I think since last chapter they found out that Brook was like gone, and he's been pushing himself closer and closer to Gunko. But it seems that Gunko is actually this girl named Princess Shuri. Princess Shuri is somebody from Brook's past. But Brook actually dislikes Princess Shuri because it seems that she killed her father, the dude that Brook pledged himself to. This is so interesting. This is why I was saying that I like Hyrudine, because Hyrudine is like the blueprint for Brook's story right now, especially with the whole relation to like. Okay, so this is obviously a parallel with Loki and Gunko right now, because Loki killed his father, and it seems Gunko killed her father as well. But that's why I really enjoy Hyrudine's character, because it's like we need a character who clearly thinks that this person did the wrong thing. You know what I mean? Who's so out of the loop because they don't have information. I guess what I'm trying to ask you is, do you think her reasoning or motive in killing her father was like selfish or selfless?
I don't know. I feel like we don't have enough from her character um to judge. Like I think I would have to see the flashback. But I feel like Oda's given us some hints in the flashback, and we're paralleling this to Harold and the relationship with Loki and them. I definitely think it was a thing that she may have been manipulated, because as we see a little bit later, um Emu don't like that she remembering stuff. Like
Yeah.
I said this when we saw the spoilers this week. I feel like Gunko is like a traffic victim. I don't think I can go into
Okay.
more detail, but like she gives off that same energy, right? Like she's out of all the Holy Knights, she's one of the few where it's just like she don't really look like she belong.
Bro, on top of that, Gunko has been around since like Rock's era. She was in like the throne room
Yep.
before God Valley and all that stuff. So yeah, I do think I'm of the opinion that she is. a Loki instead in if we take in Loki's story and Harold becoming a God's Knight and Loki being so staunchly against the world government and he had to kill his father because his father asked him to. I'm of the opinion that it's Gunko who got turned and had to kill her father.
And it's interesting too, though, because it seems like she was turned without her permission. So that means this is something where you don't necessarily have to agree to the contract. They can just fucking kidnap you and label you, and you're done. So it's getting scary out here, man. But also, Gunko, I like the looks. Oda, good looks, man. Good looks.
Oh
Good
yeah,
looks.
it's about to get real good looks in a second. I think on maybe the next page or so. Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Hey, that's gonna be the thumbnail, head ass.
Hey, it is. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie.
So it does seem that Gunko is her memories coming back, and she tries to free Brooke from this rope or whatever, from her arrow, right? And the kids, so because her memory's coming back, the arrow that was forcing the kids to go to the ship, it's wobbling. Looks like Brooke's becoming free, and her memories are so powerful. And this is so crazy. This is before Brooke has even played any music. Like Brooke's presence is making her remember a lot of stuff. So yeah, it's just crazy. I think when Brooke is reunited with his instruments or whatever, it'll be really really hard for Gunko to or Emu to control Gunko.
And I think one thing, I'm gonna go to the next page because everyone's hyping up Brooke. When Emu attacks him, Emu is being very defensive here. And I think this is going into like the thing that we kind of got a hint of during the flashback, is that although Emu is kind of strong and he's hyping these people up, he's giving them buffs, Emu's also related to them. So I like him losing a connection to someone may inherently impact him to some extent, whether it's
Correct.
damage or he loses something. And then he's going against Brooke too. So Brooke is a character who we know who can manipulate souls in a sense, which made him a really good fighter against Big Mom.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Brooke need to bring out that guitar pronto, man. Pack this fake above Yonko character Emu up real quick, bro. In the series right now. Go ahead.
So and I was just now reading this, what I was reading before we did our chapter review.
Yeah.
So damn, I didn't even peep. You see Saul knocked out still, but it's because yes, I'm free. I feel like my mental powers did that. Boy, shut up. Why did they just go slack for a moment? So I'm just now realizing that Nami, Jinbei, and Usopp are all free. It looks like Anne just headed toward the Western Village, and it sounds like Sanji's headed to Nami right now, right? I'm just now realizing now that Usopp, Jinbei, and Nami are free. I mean, we have reinforcements. We have people who can do stuff. Usopp might have a showing. It's possible he could have a showing.
God Usopp. Yes.
Us. So the kids are walking toward the route to go to the ship, and Summers is just being a sadist that he is, laughing and kiki ha haing and just saying like, we're gonna get to the ship. So do you know where Killingham is? Is he at the library? I see he's on the Denden Mushi.
I think Killingham may be closer to. It makes sense for him to be near the library. But he's probably moving around because when we saw him the last silhouette, he was kind of just galloping. So he's probably like still like just spawning a bunch of those dream things.
Yeah, those MMOs.
But you know how old it be when someone disappears, they're about to appear in a very misfortunate circumstance. So that's a good catch though. But
Summers is probably my favorite God Knight. I was writing about this the other day. What I love about fiction is that like fiction really highlights evil. Like it forces you to like look at evil in a way you probably just don't ever look at it in the real world.
Mm-hmm.
Like you could probably be desensitized to slavery in real life, but you read in a book that like someone's a slave owner or someone's a slave master and they have slaves and they treat people horribly. It's like, yo, that's kind of a bad thing. It's not something you're just like desensitized to. It's like, hey, this is actually pretty malicious and it has pretty awful consequences.
I think one thing about Gabon, I mean not Gabon, about Summers I like too is that Summers has not switched up over
At all.
like he's not he's just gotten worse.
Yeah.
And it's like the fact that he can't die just adds more fuel to the fire because he's like, yeah, I'm not gonna go anywhere. I'm gonna keep doing it. I'm gonna lose sometimes, but I'm gonna
Matter of
still
fact,
win at the end of the day. Like,
on top of that, there's no need for me to change at all because the world around me will never change. You know what I mean? I've been doing it
exactly.
like I've been doing this. I've been doing this for like eons, bro. Like a very very long time. So on the next page, um, we see the kids. So yeah, we see the giant Nika figure drop down and scare the children.
Yep.
And wait, I think we're. Oh wait, I'm sorry, I was looking on the wrong page. I was zoomed in. Yeah, so on the next page, the parents come. Our parents come to come save the children. And hey, one of those sleep tips. So the giant Nika figure drops down, and the god of destruction. Now it's interesting. This god of destruction has a beard and white hair and dark skin. Hey, if that gives any credence to Nika possibly being a Lunarian, or or Nika being a Blackbeard-like figure.
Mm-hmm.
You never know. But the Nika figure drops down, and the adults all attack this Nika figure, and the kids are pretty surprised that the adults are pretty strong. And I mean, they're giants. What do you expect? Look over there. That's where the kids are. It's too late if we run. Oh, so you see what's the name at the bottom? I didn't even peep that. You see Goldberg, Gerd, and Road at the bottom left. So on the next page, it's about to be hype. Your hype moment. We see Goldberg and Gerd about to do. It looks like a Hokoku, but Road wants to join in because he wants to save his brother Bjorn, and they do a Gagoku sovereignty. It cuts right through the Nika figure, just like Dorian Broken did with that fish in what was that, Little Garden?
Yep. I mean, what they
And
did
then
to the
it
boat, kids' boat.
wait, what? Huh?
That's the same move they did to kids' boat too.
Yeah, exactly. Kid ship, yeah. And then so the Nika figure is headed to, which is funny because there's like a giant hole in the Nika figure, but the Nika figure is headed toward Summers, and Summers knocks it away, and his dumbass knocks it into the ship. He's like, oh shoot. So yeah. Our friend Mohammed, he was like, it looks like Summers is single-handedly selling this message. And he is, bro. Like, Summers, you suck. He's a ditz.
You know what's weird? Especially like they're already moving with the arrow, right? Couldn't you have just like used your vines and picked up the kids and put them on a boat and could have been gone by now, as well?
Yeah,
It's just
yeah.
I wouldn't say that's a plot hole, but it's just those conveniences that Oda creates for characters to kind of be like a reason for them to fail. Because in all honesty, Killingham, Gonko, all of them could have been waiting all right here and left immediately. I think their mission, the issue with them is that they're doing way too much stuff. You're trying to burn the library. You're kidnapping the kids. You're doing reversing people. Like, this is the example, children, are people, all right? If you have a goal, stick to one thing at once, okay? When you start doing everything else, this is how you lose to the Straw Hats, man. Focus up, man. And also, I'm not going to say anything about this Goku's sovereignty stuff. Get this out of here, okay? Honestly, this is like Fishman Karate to me at this point. Giants got their own little move. It's okay. It's whatever. It's whatever. If all the
You know
Giants
what's
can do this,
crazy?
this is insane. I'll just say
You
that.
know what's crazy? The only reason I think that this move is even cool is because it just shows that one, they have hockey. As when not maybe like 2/3 of Luffy's crew does not know how to use hockey. But on top of that, this move has been used by several characters. Dorian Broggie twice on two separate occasions, but it's also been used by Big Mom. Actually, it was used by Big Mom during during Whole Cake Island when she's having her hunger pang, and she uses it to cut down a tree. I think they're running away, and she cuts down a tree that's escorting them back to the ship. But
Mm.
then we get a team up between Big Mom and Kaido, and they do it toward the worst generation. And Zoro comes in and blocks it, or he really just he doesn't even blink it, he just tanks it. He's pretty fucked up afterwards, but he tanks it. So I think this is really, really cool because it immediately shows you that, like, damn, they're using this caliber of. I won't say that this caliber of attack is super strong because I think it depends on who's doing it.
Yeah.
But I think it's very interesting because it's like, damn, these guys have hockey, and I would, if you, bro, when you read chapter 1, this guy got attacked by lightning by Nami. It's like, oh, I wouldn't expect this guy to have hockey. Like, what?
I
So
mean,
it's
to be fair, he did get up though. I ain't gonna give Ro that much disrespect. He got up not too long afterwards. So, I mean.
this is Luffy's subordinate crew, and they have hockey. Like, I would have, it just has me think, like, damn, what can other subordinate crews do? I mean, we saw the beginning of the arc. Bartholomew's crew just got cooked. Yasopp just blew them up.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I think from what you said too, it's clear that this is a giant technique because Big Mom knows it. She was raised around them when they were young, so she could have learned it when she was on the island briefly, right? Then Kaido knows it because Kaido is her little brother. So I think this is the only thing I will say. Oda, I was about to call him Goda. This is not a GOAT chapter, Oda. You need to give me 2. I need to see Loki. Where's Loki at? But he does very well at keeping the continuity with certain abilities that are consistent. So the same thing with, like, Divine Departure that goes from Roger to Shanks. This is very good. I like this. I like this consistency. We just gotta see what happens next chapter, though. I think, didn't you have who had this idea? Was it you or Muhammad who said that Killingham's gonna make a dreamboat?
Oh, I don't think that was me. But what Muhammad said was he thinks that their next chapter, Loki and Luffy will appear, and then we're gonna go on break week. But that's a cool idea. Dreamboat, that's a pretty cool idea. Actually, yeah, I like that quite a bit. That's I think that's probably within his listen, all someone has to do is think of salt, right? And he can pull it out. You think of a boat, he could probably make a boat. I like that idea.
Now, one thing I want to mention before we close out, I would say during the part when Zoro attacked, I think that paneling is a little bit off. I was kind of confused. And I from what I've seen from other people who saw this, everyone else was pretty confused of what was happening here. But other than that, it's a pretty solid chapter. It's really girthy too. It's a lot of stuff going on in this chapter, compared to the last few chapters. So, hey, I'm ready. I need the next chapter though. Okay.
Next chapter doesn't come on to the 15th. You got any predictions for, I guess, next chapter over the course of this arc?
I think Killingham is gonna come. I like the idea that he's going to come with a dreamboat because, again, the mission still needs to be done. He's the only character who seems to have a tangible ability who can create.
You're talking about Killingham, correct?
Yeah, Killingham, yeah. I think when Luffy and Loki come up, I don't know. Like, I feel like it's kind of in-game at this point because Zoro knocked out the main giant group. Dory and Broggy just cut each other. Yarl was watching in front of him. Something spicy has to happen. I think Yarl was going to die.
Oh.
I think Yarl was going to die. Because I think one thing I didn't like upon reading it like the third time, Yarl was literally right in front of Dory and Broggy. Like, it's kind of up for him. So I think we'll see something with Yarl next chapter. But other than that, I can't really predict where it goes. Like, I feel like this chapter, this arc is kind of reaching its peak, and it's kind of falling down at this point. But I definitely think from what happens this chapter, Brook is gonna either use one of his abilities on Gunko, and it may interact with Emo in a way. That's what I think is gonna happen in the next 2 to 3 chapters. Yeah.
Okay. I'm back I went a chapter back to go look at the map. If you go to 1172 and go to page 6 out of 10, you can see the map and see where everybody is.
Yeah.
And because the chapter left off with the hostage children, and you're right, it looks like Zoro did not this chapter, the chapter we just finished reading. That's where the chapter left off. It looked at like the hostage children. So we have Summers there, Yeah, I'm curious. You're right. You're right to bring up where the heck Killingham is, because that guy's missing. And I thought that he was at the school and library, shooting it with fire or whatever.
I feel like it makes more sense for him to be somewhere in the middle, like where, cause he was still spawning a bunch of those things, so I'm pretty sure he may be like in the middle, around the
You know what's
Giants.
funny? And that's another thing too. For 2 chapters straight, Dorian Broggie have been chanting "Kill Yaro, kill Yaro." I wonder if Luffy and Loki will come up and save the old man.
That's why I say like something has to happen, something, cause Oda does this thing where like something we expect scary happens, and then something comes in the end to kind of save the moment, you know. So that would be perfect timing. But again, I'm like, what's gonna happen next though? Like Loki and Luffy are overpowered against not the crap on Giants, but like, come on now, these are
Loki,
Giants. Like,
Loki. I actually think that's why Oda has them in the underrealm, because I think it's very clear that once those guys come up, it's an extreme power imbalance. So I think that's why we have Zoro, Sanji, and the rest of the crew up here right now.
yep.
So things can seem like it's tense a little bit.
And that's why I would say like this is a weird arc because we have so many strong characters. Like it's not just like
Yeah.
we're in
Yeah.
Dressrosa and we have like the puppet dude and he comes back with no leg. It's like, yeah,
Yeah,
you kind of
Gapon,
weak,
yeah.
bro. Like you're not a big dog. You know what I'm saying?
You think a lot of people think that Summers is gonna die, or Summers is gonna get Saturned this arc. I could see it. I think that he has too much personality though for that to happen. So I don't know. Do you think that Gunko lives or dies at the end of this arc? I
Mm.
think that a God Knight has to go down.
I think the thing with the God Knights that's interesting is okay. Let's say you take away Emu the pact. If you break the pact, I don't think that necessarily means they die, right? Because Summers is someone who didn't have the pact, and he's not as old as like Saturn. So it makes sense for Saturn to turn into dust because Saturn was alive for like way too long. If Summers loses his contract, I think he's just gonna be like maybe like degenerate his age more. But I feel like he would be like a super old guy. At least that's my theory. Gunko, however, she's gonna die regardless. Like if the pack is broken, she's too old.
Because we both agreed that it takes away from Emu's own like life energy or power source or whatever when someone goes down.
Yeah.
So I don't think somebody gets killed and then like Emu also is like I have to let go of you as well. Like I don't think like Gunko dies and then and then Emu's also like I have to let you go as well, Summers. I think one person has to go down. And I like Summers a lot, and I think that he seems a little too charismatic to not come back. I do think that maybe possibly Gunko might die. This Princess Shuri chick might go down.
Yeah.
Also, because she has blue hair, has me think that like I don't know, could Buggy possibly be related to this chick? Just solely off the blue hair. I don't
True.
know. All of these Yonko have. Matter of fact, not all of these Yonko. Every Yonko that we've met so far has had like some kind of weird lineage or have all had conquerors honky. Let's just start there. The only person that we have seen, the only people that we've seen yet who don't seem to have it are Blackbeard and Buggy, and we know who Blackbeard's father is. It's it, it's it's lining up to see that he could possibly get it as well. So my question is, where did Buggy's lineage come from?
Yeah. I think that is a great question. But you know, Oda will pull out something. I think whatever it is, it is, and Oda will keep the lineage piece. Um, but overall, like again, I would say the pacing of this arc has been really well. But again, I think there's something. There has to be something else to come into the mix to make this arc have a little bit more stakes to me. Whether that's
I think it's,
Blackbeard pulling up.
I think it's gonna be Shanks. I think it's when Shanks returns.
Mm,
I think that's gonna be because let's just say that this arc mirrors. Let's just say that this arc mirrors Thriller Bark. Thriller Bark was great, especially after the defeat of Gecko Moria. But the thing is, oh shit, there was a whole other warlord here. That's what we forgot, right? Nami was like, "Oh, I forgot to tell you, there was another," and then everyone's already spent, but it's Zoro who has to. All right, guys, I'll do my thing. Let's not forget that this entire island is Shanks' territory, and on top of that, let's not forget at the beginning of this arc, Shanks did not declare war. He stomped his foot on Luffy's subordinate Bartolomeo, who burned his flags. So, and on top of that, Luffy is the guy who freed Loki, the guy that Shanks imprisoned. There's a lot of collateral damage if Shanks if he just returns, because there's a lot of stuff that people got to answer for. Holy Knight's running loose on his island. A school is burning. Things are on fire, and the only person that you can look at is Luffy and this giant that you imprisoned. Also, like blew up Bartolomeo.
I still think Blackbeard's gonna play in the mix.
Oh, I think so. I don't know if it will be at the end, but I agree. I think that there's definitely going to be something with Blackbeard and Loki personally.
Yeah, because I can't see Loki. I want Loki to continue in the story, but I don't think he's gonna join the Straw Hats, and I don't think he's gonna be a part of Harridan's crew either. He's too gung ho on his own beliefs.
Like I said, I think it's been very very set up that he's going to go get those Galley Law giants. But after that, I don't know.
I mean, that's the thing. Like, the fastest way for him to get the Galilea Giants would definitely be through the warp fruit that what's his name? What's his name?
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, they can warp there pretty fast.
Well, actually, we don't listen. We don't know that. We don't know that because they had to sail. Van Auger did have to sail to Egghead. He was able to warp across the island, but that was it. We haven't seen him do anything crazy from like warp from like New World to an entire other island in the New World. We haven't seen anything like that.
We'll see. I mean, again, they're still gonna get there pretty fast if you can just warp in front of stuff, right? Like, it's still gonna be like the speed. So, but yeah, I don't think I have any other thoughts on this chapter.
No, saying that was it. This is a good little, nice little appetizer.
Yeah.
So we get a chapter what? That's right. It's Super Bowl Sunday. I don't know if anybody will watch this episode, but we get a new chapter next Sunday. Okay, no break. I'm curious what's going to be in the next chapter. But all right, yeah, this is it for me. I ain't got nothing else to talk about. I think we beat this thing dead.
Yeah, man, and look forward to the next hate video. I'm about to make a hate video on Jinbei, so look forward to it, y'all. All right, man. Peace.